Before we start today's episode, we have a 3-team deal as Kenny Gibbons, who I don't think is a real player. I think he works for San Diego Studios probably, as well as Artie Lewicki, and I think Jake McCarthy are headed to the Tigers. Nick Castellanos, as well as Grant Holmes, solid pitching prospect, and Alex Avila, the starting catcher, are headed to the Phillies for Nick Williams. Williams is sort of the odd man out in Philadelphia's outfield. They don't really need him, but he does have a lot of upside, and it doesn't hurt for Arizona to trade a shot, even though they are trading away 5 players, not including Castellanos, as Williams' debut would be against the 28 and 29 New York Metropolitans. Zach Godley on the mound for Arizona, 2-5 with a 5.68 ERA. He has not been particularly good this year, as Robbie Cano wears the roids. He would look at a beautiful changeup right down Main Street. Better after that, Juan Lagares would go down on the curveball. And then Wilson Ramos would complete the trifecta on the curveball as Godley gets a strikeout hat trick in the top of the first. Zach Wheeler on the mound, 1-4 with a 4.15 ERA for the Mets. Like Godley, not having a great year. As here's Nick Williams. They did not have time to get him in a Cardinals hat for the picture. He would strike out in his first at-bat as a D-back. Top 2 for Jed Lowry, the longtime Oakland A, aiming for the pool. And he was a little bit over, but I don't think he's complaining. His 8th home run of this season, and the New York Mets would take a 1-0 lead. As let's go bottom 2, Jake Lamb rips one into deep right field. As Lamb has been killing it this season, his 16th dinger put this man in the home run derby. He's hitting like 310 or something, and I've got to assume he's hitting under 200 against lefties, so I can't imagine what his average versus righties are, as Arizona turns for 4-6-3, double play, Flores to Escobar to Christian Walker. As let's go third inning for the Diamondbacks, Caleb Joseph, his first at-bat with the team would be a pop out into left field. Joseph is the Alex Avila replacement for now. Zach Godley would strike out looking, and then 2 outs for Adam Jones. He would rip a double into left field, so 2-1 for Nick Williams, and he would fly out to left. Yoenis Cespedes makes the catch. Jones would be unable to score. Now let's head to the 4th inning with a runner on for Yoenis Cespedes, as that one is a bomb into center field, but Adam Jones with an incredible defensive play. Excellent move right there, as Jed Lowry would rip a base hit. Wouldn't do anything. Let's go bottom 4 for David Peralta. He's just a window shopper because he's just looking, going out on the check swing. And then 6-4-3 double play for Arizona's infield, as they have more chemistry than a science project. Bottom 5 for Zach Godley, and that one would be bobbled by Robinson Cano, but he picks it up and gets the out in time. As Cano, a little bit lucky, but as you can see, it looks like Godley stepped on first before the ball reached the glove of the first baseman, Ryan McMahon. Arizona would challenge this, and it really does look like he reached the base before McMahon had the ball, and the umpires would agree. They would rule that play safe, and the challenge would be successful. Big play right there, but it wouldn't really do anything. As let's go top 6, Robinson Cano, upset that he made that error. He would launch a bomb into left field, and the New York Mets would break the tie, making this game 2-1. As Zach Godley, he's having a surprisingly good day, but allowing a home run right there. Batter after that one, Lagares gets a base hit. Still nobody out, as Cano was the leadoff batter. However, Lagares would not score, as Jed Lowry would strike out on the sinker. One out for David Peralta, and he gets plunked by Zach Wheeler. As Peralta, he looks like he wants to throw some punches. Take another look, as that sort of looked like it was a little bit intentional. Debatable call. Jake Lamb going down on the check swing, not too thrilled about that. Full count here in the 7th inning. It's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's a bomb. Nice home run right there for the New York Mets, making it 3-1, as that's the 5th home run of the season for Adeiny Hechavarria, the former Marlin and Ray. And then not too long later, it'll be Ryan McMahon ripping a base hit, a home run, into right field. Now it's 4-1 all of a sudden. Greg Holland allowed those 2 home runs. Holland's been very good this year, but sort of not doing as well the past few weeks or so. Eduardo Escobar would go down looking. Ketel Marte would... Or Escobar, I think, went down... No, Escobar went down looking. Marte went down swinging. Wilson Ramos goes down swinging. So does Yoenis Cespedes. There's Adam Jones, bottom of the 8th inning, as he rips a base hit into center field, trying to keep Ferrari alive. Next batter is Nick Williams, his first base hit as a Diamondback, 1 for 4 with a double. So 2 runners in scoring position, no outs for the meat of the lineup. David Peralta and Jake Lamb are the next 2 batters up, but Peralta would go down looking. Full count for Jake Lamb. He goes down swinging on the sinker. So those 2 are down. And then Wilmer Flores, that looks like a base hit, but Yoenis Cespedes getting dirty. The former Oakland A, Boston Red Sox, and Detroit Tiger making the very tough play right there, as he sort of wandered around the first few years of his career, but has really had a home with the Mets. Here's Edwin Diaz on for the save, 11 on the season so far, and he has a .44 ERA. He's been incredible. As Caleb Joseph would strike out, he finished 0 for 4 in his major league, or his season debut, as he is a veteran. Got some time with the Orioles last year. That strikeout would end the game. The New York Mets get the win, improving to 500, 29-29. As the Diamondbacks making a few moves, starting with Todd Woodruff in free agency, a potential, 19 years old. Don't know why anyone hasn't picked him up. And then Big Papa Bartolo Colon has been signed to a AAA team. Don't be surprised if he enters the Major League team. And now the Major League Baseball draft. Arizona has the 16th pick, and they select Rodrigo Valencia, a starting pitcher. Now in the second round, they need bullpen help. Their really only long-term reliever is Archie Bradley. So they go Mickey Smith, I'm not entirely sure. Then they had a pair of compensatory picks. The first one is going to be a flyer on Robert Johnson. And then the next one is a third baseman by the name of Rob, with 2 B's, Robertson. What a name. Now, let's go third round. Curtis Mora, another reliever. They need relievers, obviously. Harmon Skaggs in round 4. These picks are all pretty much flyers late in the draft. Jose Castro, right fielder, in round 5. And then Kevin Anderson, a center fielder, in the 6th. And then looking at the draft, not really too star-studded, but very deep. 5 B potential players. Mickey Smith, 89 potential, 73 overall. He looks really good. I think Rob Robertson was a solid sleeper pick. Rodrigo Valencia does not really look like first-round talent, but maybe he can develop. As here's the number 1 overall pick by the Orioles, Chad Blackwell. Looks like a very good player. So that'll end the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe.